Joe Don Baker, beloved James Bond actor, dead at 89. Cause of death and final words revealed. Joe Don Baker, the rugged actor known for his unforgettable roles in Hollywood classics and as a key figure in the James Bond franchise, has died at the age of 89. His family confirmed the heartbreaking news on May 16, 2025, revealing that Baker passed away due to complications from congestive heart failure. They also shared his poignant final words. "I gave it my all. Every line, every scene." The film industry and fans worldwide are mourning the loss of a legend whose contributions to cinema span over 6 decades. A humble beginning to a storied career. Joe Don Baker was born on February 12, 1936, in Groesbeck, Texas, a small town that instilled in him the grit and tenacity he later brought to the screen. After earning a degree in business at the University of North Texas, Baker's ambitions took a sharp turn toward acting. He honed his craft at the prestigious Actors Studio in New York City before landing roles that would shape his reputation as a force in both action and drama. Baker's early work in television and minor film roles gradually opened the door to stardom. His breakthrough came in 1973 with the gritty action film Walking Tall, where he portrayed real-life Sheriff Buford Pusser. The role transformed him into an icon of American resilience, and the movie became a cultural phenomenon. From action hero to Bond franchise favorite. While Baker never donned the tuxedo of James Bond himself, his contributions to the franchise were significant and memorable. In The Living Daylights, 1987, he played the villainous arms dealer Brad Whitaker. Yet, it was his role as CIA agent Jack Wade in GoldenEye, 1995, and Tomorrow Never Dies, 1997, opposite Pierce Brosnan's Bond, that cemented his status in the Bond universe. With his southern charm and gruff delivery, Baker's Jack Wade was a fan favorite, a grounded American counterpoint to 007's suave sophistication. Despite his fame, Baker remained grounded. He often deflected attention from his own stardom, choosing instead to credit the directors, writers, and co-stars who helped shape his characters. A career defined by range and reliability. Beyond Bond and Walking Tall, Baker amassed a robust filmography that included Charlie Varick, Edge of Darkness, Cape Fear, The Natural, and Martin Scorsese's Final Analysis. He proved himself time and again to be a versatile performer, equally capable of commanding the screen as a leading man or enriching a story through a well-crafted supporting role. Baker also made an impact on television, appearing in series such as Gunsmoke, The Big Valley, In the Heat of the Night, and Murder, She Wrote. His unmistakable voice and commanding presence made him a dependable presence for decades. Cause of death and final moments. According to his family, Joe Don Baker died peacefully at his home in Los Angeles, surrounded by loved ones. He had been battling congestive heart failure in recent years, a condition that slowly reduced his physical strength, but never his spirit. In a quiet moment before passing, he reportedly whispered, "I gave it my all. Every line, every scene." His family says those words encapsulate his lifelong devotion to his craft and his gratitude for a career that exceeded even his own expectations. A private man with a generous heart. Though known for playing tough guys on screen, those who knew Baker describe a man of humility, warmth, and wit. He shunned the Hollywood spotlight, preferring a private life out of the tabloids. He loved fishing, classic westerns, and Texas barbecue. He never married, but he cherished his extended family, including nieces and nephews, to whom he was affectionately known as Uncle Joe. Baker also supported numerous charities throughout his life, especially those benefiting veterans, children's hospitals, and struggling actors. Though he rarely spoke about his philanthropy, colleagues frequently mentioned his generosity on and off set. Tributes pour in. Following news of his passing, tributes from the film world came flooding in. Pierce Brosnan shared a touching post on social media. Joe Don Baker was a man of immense talent and heart. His presence on set was calming, confident, and quietly brilliant. I will miss him deeply. Director Martin Campbell, who directed Baker in GoldenEye, said, "He brought Jack Wade to life in a way no one else could. He had this incredible ability to make even the most hardened characters feel authentic and human." Fans also took to platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram to express their sorrow and gratitude. Many shared clips of his most iconic moments, remembering the intensity and authenticity he brought to every performance. A lasting legacy in film. Joe Don Baker may be gone, but his legacy lives on in the roles he made unforgettable and the trail he blazed for character actors everywhere. He showed that toughness and tenderness could coexist in a single performance. His deep, commanding voice and steady gaze became cinematic signatures. For many, his characters, whether the upstanding sheriff in Walking Tall or the no-nonsense CIA operative in GoldenEye, represented justice, grit, and dependability. He portrayed the kind of man people wanted to believe in: flawed, determined, and ultimately honorable. Continuing his legacy, in the wake of his death, Baker's family announced plans to launch the Joe Don Baker Foundation, aimed at supporting aspiring actors from small towns and working-class backgrounds. The foundation will offer scholarships, acting workshops, and mentorship programs. Joe believed that anyone with the passion and work ethic could make it, said his nephew, Michael Baker. This foundation is our way of making sure his spirit and story live on. A final curtain call. Joe Don Baker's passing marks the end of an era in American cinema. From his gritty beginnings to becoming a beloved figure in one of the most iconic film franchises of all time, he built a career defined not by flash or fame, but by consistency, character, and heart. His final words, "I gave it my all, every line, every scene," are more than a reflection on his work. They are a testament to a life with integrity, purpose, and an unshakable love for storytelling. As fans, co-stars, and admirers around the world mourn the loss of a true screen legend, they do so with immense gratitude for the roles he played, the lives he touched, and the legacy he leaves behind. Joe Don Baker may have taken his final bow, but the echoes of his performances will continue to resonate across generations.